guys, Consumer Compute here, July 24th. Finally have gotten my Z Fold 7, or if we want to call this the Z Fold 7 from other countries. Samsung has fulfilled my order. I am going to be trading this in with my Z Fold 6. I did purchase another later case, Black Midnight, and I got some mag ring for it, kind of like this case. It makes it the slimmest possible. I gotta remind myself to also take out the anti-glare screen protector on top of the screen. What I'm also going to do is later on produce a video, which will be up in there once this one's out too, showing you how to pack your phone and making sure that you factory reset this phone correctly, which I'm going to show you. There are about 2 ways of doing this. Past 2 times that I've had trade-ins through Samsung, I've had a little unfortunate problem where they told me that it didn't factory reset the phone correctly. So I'm going to show you guys that. I'm going to show you packaging, and I'm going to use that video as evidence of me actually factory resetting and being able to show the condition of the phone so that I do get my full $1,000 credit through Samsung. I love Samsung. Not gonna, hopefully not sounding like a fanboy, or a big Samsung fan, or a Samsung Knight, if we want to call it that. But understanding, just backing myself up so that we can make sure that we get our full credit, because this is the only way that I'm going to upgrade this phone. I'm not going to pay the full price. Okay, so Samsung website, I did go with the online special, the mint version of the phone. Kind of downgrading the software, I guess, this year, because the other phone I did do a 1 terabyte version where this one's a 512, but I didn't even use 1/4 of that storage. Alright, so going to keep this packaging for the other phone that I'm going to be shipping out. Alright, so we're just going to look at this phone right here, the phone box here. This phone box kind of feels pretty hefty compared to the other boxes that I have had in the past. And for some reason or another, don't have the other boxes at the moment, but I could show you the other boxes. Again, this is kind of going with 2025's versions of, right? If we're going to go here, we got the Galaxy S25 Edge, and we do have the S25 Ultra box, right? Going with the same style that they did for both of these for 2025, I guess. That means we'll probably be looking at a new style box when the S26 Ultra pops out in a few months, right? I can't even believe that we're almost hitting a year for that S25 Ultra. Anyway, alright, so I'm going to do a simple unboxing of this phone. Let's look at the box. We got the box here. Kind of, if you've purchased a Z Fold in the past, all the boxes look fairly similar, the same. Again, this one is the mint version, 512 gigabyte version. Alright, and look, they even give you a little mint tab on there. That's pretty cool. Didn't even notice that one. Alright, so big controversy this year as I'm opening up this box. Again, guys, you have all the regulations, stuff like that. You've probably seen about 100,000 unboxing videos of this phone. Pull the tab. I'm going to throw that here. I'm going to throw this here. Alright, as I'm opening this up, big controversy this year. It seems as though Samsung has done away with the S Pen. And surprisingly, I purchased this phone, starting to purchase the Z Fold phones, during the third rendition. So the Z Fold 3 is when I started because they offered and they integrated the S Pen. Fortunately, it seems as though we're kind of back at a loop. I have a feeling, though, that Samsung at some point is going to probably reintroduce an S Pen at some point. All right, as we've seen in the past, we got a USB-C cable. This is your data and charge cable. If you haven't seen or owned a flip phone in the past, then good. I'm showing you what we got. We got the original Samsung ejector tool. You get this for every single phone, Samsung phone that you're playing with. And then also inside, terms and conditions. I mean, we can show this if you want. Here's the manual. Shows you the camera, the slide button, the fingerprint sensor. One other thing that's changed this year too, right? We have a display. So we have a camera that isn't hiding in the screen anymore. Hopefully we get better resolution. We'll have to see that. Nice color packaging. Newspaper quality paper, but hey, it's okay. That's about what we expect. And unfortunately, nothing else besides that when looking at our lovely box inside. So I'm going to just throw the top of this out of here. And we have the phone itself. Just going to take this out here. And one thing that I've already can notice is how thin at least each side of the phone is unfolded. And what do I mean by that? I can definitely see a difference from the Z Fold. If I was to go with the Z Fold 6, even with the later case is pretty thin. If we were to compare this to this phone, there is definitely a difference, and you can see that, especially with the USB port. If we look at that, like, there is no other room besides that, so they've definitely thinned this phone down. And I don't think anybody should be surprised about that, because, you know, we got that S25 Edge about a few months ago. No, not even, like a little less than almost 2 months ago. Samsung kind of said, hey, you know what? I think they were teasing it with us. So, like, this is the Edge, the S25 Edge. Really nice light phone. Personally, to me, this is so thin that you need some type of case. I got the Kin case. I wish they would have done the Kin case for the Z Fold 7, but for some reason it wasn't there, so I purchased a later case. Again, just looking at this phone, very thin. Actually, they did leave space. If you look at this, they left space for this USB-C. So this right here, at least opened up wise, is actually thinner than the S25 Edge. All right, on that note, so hopefully we don't get that rant. That nice little mint color phone. Gonna take off the lovely case doodad, whatever we're calling that, the screen protecting paper. And yeah, we're gonna fold it for the first time. And looking at that, obviously it is thicker than if we looked at that, it is thicker than the Edge, but substantially it is much thinner. Substantially, substantially, it is much thinner than what it was previously. All right, I'm just going to peel this off. Excellent. And all right, let's go around the phone and look. We have a speaker port. I believe that's a microphone. I think that's also a microphone too. And your USB-C port. Power button and fingerprint reader. That's pretty small. You must be rolling that fingerprint. Volume up, volume down. And another, I'm assuming another microphone and another microphone. Your SIM tray, which is absolutely small as heck, right? Again, only thing we got is your SIM card right there, all right? So SIM tool and SIM card right there. All right, wow, this is thin. Okay, I'm gonna throw that in there. And besides that, you can see your antennas. And if we open this up here, definitely see your zoom camera. It looks like there's some type of sensor in here, maybe a light sensor. And that's about it. All right, and I hit that button to turn this phone on. Doesn't seem like it wants to power on that way. So, hold on. I'm going to get myself a lovely charger. And we'll plug this phone in. And hopefully, once we do that, we'll get the little Samsung logo. It should start powering up. All right, there we go. Hopefully now, though, if I hit the power button, that's crazy. Oh, there we go. Samsung. I'm going to throw the cable out for a minute. And let's go. All right, so again, I don't know if the light does this phone justice, but this is a mint color phone. I kind of picked that because I was thinking with the black case. In the mint case, this thing is going to be crazy. All right, so again, you're going to set these things up. One thing that I have really looked at towards this phone, kind of crazy. I do like the size of the phone. If we're, really looking at this, it does remind me more of a regular size phone, right? This is the S25 Edge. Still smaller than the S25 Edge front screen. I would love to see a flipping phone this size. That camera definitely makes this thing jiggle, but hey, that's what it is. Understandable. But I think we're, kind of getting there. I think Samsung, at least in this rendition, has really done some work on making this phone slim and usable. On that note, guys, stay tuned for my full review of this phone. This is just kind of like an unboxing and a look at for the the Z Fold 7. Prices have kind of been up to, about $100 more this year. No, there's usually still deals going on, because even last year I didn't actually pre-order my Z Fold 6 at the time of the pre-order. And I think I got like $200 more off than I would have if I did the pre-order. But on that note, guys, this is Consumer Compute. Just wanted to show you a quick unboxing and just, my first thoughts about this phone. This is crazy. I mean, this is a pretty light phone. I know I'm not afraid to put this puppy in my pocket and use it. One other thing I did purchase, again, is the anti-reflecting film. I wish they would add that in there, which they have this on the S25 Ultra, like built in. But anyway, I did purchase this at the time of purchasing that. I actually got this before I even got my phone. About a week ago this popped in. Again, just waiting on my later case. I think it's coming in tomorrow as of this videoing, so on the 25th. All right, guys, if you've stayed, I greatly appreciate that. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Please hit the thumbs up. It does help this channel out. And what I will do is I'm going to be posting another video on, my thoughts, my opinions of the Z Fold 7. All right. On that note, guys, thank you. This is Consumer Compute, and I'll see you in my next video.